What's up everyone? So I wanted to make a quick video today addressing some of the comments I had regarding the machine cost and the buying process. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward video and I'm going to go over those two things. This is not necessarily the right solution for everybody, but this is my experience and how I went through the process of buying my Rippa machine. Outside of cheap auction models, there's not necessarily a lot of these Chinese excavators here in Colorado. It's kind of a Chinese mini excavator desert, so to speak. So when I went to buy my machine, I really wanted to buy something that was already here in the United States and that I can get my eyes on it and feel it and check it out before I actually purchased it. So I didn't actually import this machine from overseas myself. Rather, I bought it from a dealer here based in the United States. Although I did consider it, I did not import this machine directly myself. I did communicate with Rippa directly a couple times over the internet, and what I learned is it's kind of hard to get straightforward information out of them and get a straightforward answer to your questions. However, they are pretty quick to want to sell you multiple machines and want to get you to become a dealer. So if you're in a situation like I am and you don't necessarily have the capacity to take that on, buying directly from Rippa may not be the best solution for you. So the way I got into contact with a dealer here in the United States was through the Facebook group called Rippa Machinery Owners Club. I'll put a link down in the description to this Facebook page. The first dealer I began communicating with didn't necessarily seem interested in answering any of my questions, and I decided pretty quickly that this wasn't the type of person I wanted to do a $10,000+ business transaction with. The second dealer I spoke with was a man named Martin, but unfortunately Martin was located in Canada. Martin was really great and communicated well and was very interested in helping out and answering my questions, but due to the fact that we were in two different countries, obviously I wasn't going to be able to buy a machine from him. However, I could highly recommend Martin, and if you're in Canada, I'll provide the information below in the description so you can get in contact with him. The third dealer I spoke with was J&K Equipment. However, J&K Equipment is located in Maryland, and that was a little bit too far for me. Finally, I got in contact with Alex Stanisil of Black Onyx Machinery in Portland, Oregon. After communicating with Alex for a while, I realized that he was the type of person that I wanted to do business with. Alex was extremely well versed in not only importing the Chinese mini excavators, but other excavators and other pieces of equipment from other markets around the globe as well. Alex was always willing to answer all of my questions and never hesitated to provide me with any of the information that I was looking for. After communicating with Alex for a while, we set up a time for me to come and check out some of the excavators, and I ultimately decided to buy the R18 from him. So, after purchasing my machine, I discovered yet another dealer named George Zhao of George Equipment located in Tucson, Arizona. And honestly, that is a lot closer to me than Portland, Oregon was. And I might have done the deal with George too, had I found him ahead of time. Now, in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be doing some business out in Arizona, and I'm planning on meeting up with George and touring his facility, and then hopefully making a video about that to help anyone out who might be interested in purchasing a piece of equipment that's located in his region. So, with all that said, how much does this machine cost? Well, surveying the market here at the end of April 2025, a Rippa R18 is going to cost approximately $19,000, and that's going to vary a little bit depending on where in the United States you're located. And the reason for that is if you're located in a coastal area or someplace near a port, it is likely going to be a little bit cheaper than something that's for sale in Utah, Wyoming, or Colorado. Another thing to consider is it depends on when the orders were placed for the machines. If they were placed earlier on, they might have been subject to less duties and tariffs than one that may have been ordered in April or in the future. So in the description of this video, I'm going to be posting information to contact all the dealers I spoke with. I am also going to be providing a link to the Rippa website that has all the dealers listed out. George had pointed this out to me, and I didn't realize this when I was looking for my machine, so I hope it helps someone out in the future. However, beware, if you do go onto the Rippa website, their salesperson named Lily is going to start messaging you right away looking for your email and your WhatsApp and your phone number. So, good luck with that. One final note. If you are planning on purchasing this directly or importing a machine like this directly into the United States, there is some financial risk involved. I've seen a lot of messages on the forums with people talking about how they sent money out to Rippa or another company and they didn't receive their product, or they're getting the runaround on when it's going to be here in the United States, or they lost all communication afterwards. So there is a potential large financial risk at stake if you are looking to import machines directly. So there is an added cost with buying from a dealership, but they've already taken on that risk and they probably are already experienced in this realm. Unless you're willing to accept that risk yourself, I highly recommend reaching out to one of these dealers who is experienced and who do have the machines here in the United States, so you could check the machine out and you could do business with somebody locally and let them take that financial risk instead. I plan on doing another video in the future explaining the reason I bought this machine specifically and not some of the other Chinese auction models that you've seen all over the internet. That video is going to address some of the key differences between those machines and why I made the decision that I did make. So if you think there's anything I missed, please feel free to drop a comment below. I hope you liked today's video and I hope you found the content valuable. Thanks for watching. Dude, where is this guy? So the way I got in contact with a dealer was through the Facebook group Rippa Machinery Owners. Is anyone's call? Alright, we're gonna re-record that.